Other interesting cultural news, you have a woman bragging about shoplifting from Target, saying that, price tags, not really, not important. Yeah. The cultural decline in the United States continues to be depressing and morally vacuous. Now, this is brought to us thanks to Libs of TikTok. And she says, quote, woman brags about shoplifting for Target and suggests that the store price tags aren't mandatory. This is the kind of culture that soft on crime policies create. And the girl, again, also shows how mentally vacuous these people are. This criminal is bragging about her criminal activity on social media. Also, is kind of sad the United States no longer prosecutes a lot of crime, and I'm sure we'll see if she actually really has a legitimate punishment at the end of the day, or maybe the DA will just let her off a slap on the wrist, or maybe they'll throw a book at her. Probably not, but yeah, she's also cliche to say, but she is as wise as she is beautiful. I don't know who is telling women that it is attractive to have the cow ring on the middle of the nose. It's one of the most dumbest, disgusting things and trends and culture trends I've seen in the past 10 years of fashion. So I don't know who's lying to these women, but if you're a gal tuning in, and statistically speaking, about 3% of you tuning in are, I don't know who's telling you this, but let me be one of, I don't know why men are speaking up more. Men do not find that attractive. Maybe 2 guys in the US find it attractive for a woman to have a little cow ring in the middle of her nose. And of course, this gal also has it. Talk about poor fashion. She's wearing a black hoodie. Let's see what she has to say.
I went to Target to get some alcohol because it's Friday, but I don't have the money to pay for the alcohol. So guess what I did?
Going to Target to buy alcohol. Good idea. It's definitely a necessity.
I was just gonna take it. I mean, it's free, right?
She says she's just gonna take it. It's free, right?
They put the prices on there, but I think that's just for like if you want to pay. It's not mandatory. I mean,
San Francisco, yeah, they don't prosecute crime basically if it's under $950.
if I did see something that I wanted to buy, like I could have, but I didn't want to. I just wanted the alcohol because I had other plans for the day. Tell me why these motherfuckers, I guess they were just on like patrol today because it's a Friday. It's starting to get hot outside. They know how the motherfuckers is around the area. But I wasn't the only person.
They know how they is. Grammar is lost on so many Americans. Yet again, I guarantee she went to public school. And yet the teachers unions say they deserve more money every year, but the test scores go down every year. Reminder, the ACT score is at a 32-year low.
Person stealing in there, and I could tell you I wasn't the only person stealing in there because
other people were stealing, so it's okay. I don't want to say this person's, we already know she's morally vacuous because she's stealing, but probably the same intellect as a child. Everyone else was stealing. The most rudimentary child arguments you ever hear. And if you're just tuning in and you don't see her, I'm gonna guess she's maybe 23.
When I walked up in that bitch, I saw 2 niggas stuffing chips down their pants, trying to be inconspicuous. Bitch, a thief knows a thief. I see you.
She's admitting to being a thief again.
But I didn't do nothing about it. I'm like, oh, okay, my people up in here today.
Disgusting. Bragging about stealing on social media. And fascinatingly enough, a lot of people agree with her. A lot of people that probably vote Democrat. Spoiler alert. But yeah, people wonder why these stores keep closing down. Well, spoiler alert, grocery stores on average make a 2% net profit. It's pretty razor thin margins. That's why they keep trying to diversify their portfolio with other things like TVs, clothing, accessories, what have you. But in general, especially alcohol, believe it or not, a lot of stores actually lose money on alcohol. Very similar to some grocery stores that lose money on the milk. They'll place it at the back of the store, treat it as a loss leader to get you into the business so that hopefully you walk past other products that are more profitable, and then you buy those. So not only is she stealing, but they don't have a lot of margin to work with in many cases. Not all. I don't know Target's finances, but yeah, disgusting to say the least. And it went viral. Got 2.6 million views and 24,000 likes. One of the first comments comes from Paul Zazupa saying, quote, if bad behavior isn't punished, then not only will it continue, but it will get worse. This applies to children, pets, or any forms of life. The solution to the epidemic of crime in the US is twofold. Better parenting and harsher penalties. It works in other countries. I'm quoting 921 likes, which, yes, 110%. I would also add perhaps adding some religion in there as well, since that's one of the most effective blueprints since the dawn of time in terms of, in my opinion, raising a good family and building a society. And thou shalt not steal is a pretty good rule of thumb to live by. And yet, statistically speaking, this person who steals probably doesn't have a dad at home. And that's another big issue that a lot of people are too scared to talk about. And just that one thing, fixing the culture where if every family is a nuclear family in the United States, crime would go down so much. Same with illegal drug uses. I'm sure the students would do better in school as well. It's one of the best odds you can give a child is a dual parent, growing up in a dual parent household. That experience is key to long-term success. Obviously, there are statistical outliers like Joe Rogan and a couple other folks where they had single parent homes. Of course, those exist. But on average, having a nuclear family is one of the most effective ways, bar none, for a child to succeed in life. Now, one of the other top comments comes from Merrick Garland to press off his parody account. And his gentleman standing outside Walmart says, "I'm going to ride that mofo." And the gentleman picks Walmart is then closed. And he says, "Effing racist mother effing po." And that got 1.9 thousand likes. Democrat Media TM says, quote, "Must be all the white supremacy." And it's a meme, or not meme, it's a picture of text. It just says, "Black people the ability to break every law in the country, yet still remain the victim." In 1.1 thousand likes. Mark says an almost believable headline. It says Target introduces Democrat only self-checkout line where they just run out without paying. They got 977 likes. Coming to DC, Detroit, Chicago, and probably a city near you. Let's see. Kenzie Marie says, "Welp," and it says, a gentleman says, "Stop giving your toughest battles." And Jesus says, "You literally just have to stop breaking the law and you won't get arrested anymore." You got 682 likes. Merrick Garland Presley parody says, "Good grief," and is it the recycle sign? So the cyclical sign. And it's a gal and says, oh, a new grocery store near me. And she then says, "I will shoplift until they force it closed." And she's crying and says, "Why do they gotta live? Why we gotta live in food deserts?" Okay, 936 likes. Let's see. Emergent Perspective says, "Leftist, anything is permissible if you define it." And is a donkey talking to someone with a sombrero says, "We prefer the term undocumented migrant." Someone break into a house and says, "And unannounced wealth redistribution." A gentleman with pink hair, glasses, and says sex offender on a prison uniform saying, "I'm an unarranged lovemaker." And then you have a bald guy with a knife saying, "I'm an unregistered Canadian healthcare giver." 180 likes, and a reminder that Canada is very much in favor of euthanasia, with doctors actually recommending it. A couple more here. See if we're saying contrarian statements. Joe Pag says, "Admits to breaking the law, confesses on video, and nothing will happen. This is what we've become," getting 821 likes. Marita Rose says, quote, "My people up in here today," she said, "her people are thieves. If the store closes, the stores forever shall complain about being racist. This is what short-sighted entitlement looks like. Foolishness. I guarantee if anyone tried to take something of hers, she'd flip out," getting 505 likes. Which, yeah, businesses don't care what race you are. They just care if you'll make a profit. It doesn't matter where the store is located. If it is making a profit, they're going to keep it open. Like, that's business 101. There's like one or two outlier. Don't get me wrong. There's still morally depraved people who are in business positions. That's just life. But on average, overwhelming of all the business folks, they want to make a profit. That's the whole purpose of a business, to make a profit, and some would argue to make a difference. Now, or as cliche as I like to say with my tech company, make a dent in the universe, which I know is cliche, but it's something to live by. Red Wave Press says, quote, "Well, she just made the cops' jobs real easy. Lock her up," getting 414 likes. Let's see here. Jimmy Falk says, "Yep, I noticed a theme." And it looks like it's a report from Dayton with the Dollar General. See what they have to say. It got 493 likes, so it must be good, maybe.
These siblings are furious. Their brother, who police say was an armed robber, was gunned down by a store clerk. The pair acknowledges that he was wrong for Roosevelt Brackley to try and rob the Dollar General on North Gettysburg Avenue, but they say the clerk shouldn't have had a gun at work.
What?
Rochelle and Juwan Rapley say their younger brother, Roosevelt Rapley, was the second of 10 siblings killed by gunfire.
I still don't believe it. Like, at the end of the day, I don't believe my brother is dead. It ain't kicked in yet.
No, I'm gonna say, thank God that clerk had a gun, because he had to defend himself. There's a criminal trying to steal from the store and threatening his life because the criminal had a gun. And then at the end of the day, as cliche as it sounds, good guy is always what stops a bad guy with a gun. Good guy, you know the saying, good guy with a gun. And let's see here. This is Dave, the meme says, quote, whatever happened to shopkeeps having a looter be gone? It's Billy Mays, the old Oxy clean guy. He says, hey, I'm Billy. Oh, I'll try his accent. It might be terrible, but hi, I'm Billy Mays here. We got the looter be gone. And see him holding a 12-gauge shotgun, getting 328 likes, and perhaps the worst Billy Mays impression you've ever heard. But let me know in the comments. Other Eagleman also says reparations LOL, getting 603 likes. It looks like overwhelming support in terms of critiquing this individual who, again, is just stealing and bragging about it on social media. And I mean, I do hope we have a culture shift in the United States where more and more people start to realize this isn't acceptable. You're quite literally going to make your neighborhood worse. Because again, these businesses will leave. I mean, more and more businesses are struggling, especially these days. They can't afford to keep taking a loss. So we definitely need a cultural shift. And again, there's a myriad of variables that go into how you shape a person, their behavior. We definitely need to do something different. I think it also probably help to actually punish the crime. But let me know, do you think overall, because again, there are some people who applaud her actions. They think she's doing the right thing. What was it? Power to the people, or some cliche slogan for protesting. But do you think there's going to be a big culture shift in the United States where people will finally say, okay, this is not acceptable. This is quite literally, if you don't arrest her, you're quite literally fueling negative behavior and just encouraging it so they happen more and more. Let me know in the comments. As always, it'd be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, we're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So, again, if you could click that button and like, subscribe, and comment, it would greatly appreciate it. Also, let me know, do you want me to put the video in a different part of the screen? Always open to more feedback. That's something else to kind of thinking about the past couple of days. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.